I've talked about Patriot Mobile's commitment to faith, family, and freedom. But have you made the switch yet? Support your values with your cell phone without sacrificing quality or service. Worried about coverage? Don't be. Patriot Mobile uses all 3 major U.S. networks. If you have cell phone service today, you can get service with Patriot Mobile. Think switching is hard? It's not. Their 100% U.S.-based team can activate your phone within minutes. They even have a contract buyout. So go to patriotmobile.com/Kirk25 or call 972-PATRIOT today. Promo code Kirk25 for a free month of service.
My heart's broken with the things that are going on with Candace. And I'm trying to make it all come together. I'm sure I'm not your only fan that is trying to do that. Because of the relationship that she had with Charlie. And one thing that I'm just trying to make come together in my head is why the invitation was extended to Candace, but not to Candace directly. Blake, I think you tweeted something out, and I don't know if, I don't know what's truth and what's not, but I do know that she said she didn't even see the invitation, and it was issued, Blake, I think at 12 on a tweet that you had. Or at midnight, 12, not noon, midnight. And so it was like 9 hours later before she even knew that you said anything about her attending the show. And then she's saying she can't attend in person. Can she attend on a live stream or, and you guys do live streams all the time. And is that going to be an option?
Of course, Gina.
I'm just trying to make this come together.
Of course, Gina. So first of all, our initial statement, it was on the show on Wednesday. I made it at the request of Erica. All of this has been at the direction and approval of Erica because she heads this. And so what we were announcing there is we said she has said things that are not true, and we did not address them for a long time. We stated the reasons why, that we thought a lot of them were just not, how to put it, we initially just thought no one would believe a lot of what was being said. And we also we remembered the same friendship that Charlie had, and we just hoped that this would go away without requiring any sort of direct statement or confrontation from us. So what was approved is we announced we are going to respond to this. And what I said was we are going to announce a date soon. We actually hadn't agreed on it at the time I read the statement. We're going to announce a date where we're going to respond to this. And once we announce it, Candace is free to attend in person. That is what we announced. And so once we agreed on a time, I announced what the time was going to be. Candace, for her part, had said, you name the time, you name the place. That is what we did. As for why it was put out at that time, I would just say I don't think she had any difficulty in finding out what our scheduled time was. It seems everyone found it out quite quickly. And lastly, on the point of why it's in person, I think it's pretty intuitive that given what is being said, the way this has worked is that it's critical to be in person if you want to be authentic and to be detailed. And that is what we think is a fair request to make if she's going to participate. But regardless, it is going to go forward because we have agreed that some response needs to be made. And so that's going to happen when we announced it on December 15th.
I just don't think I'm the only person who has heard some things that truly do not make sense. And I know that Candace is asking a lot of questions and she's way out there. But I also know that there are lots of us who are just everyday, normal, average Americans who are fans of yours. We're fans of Charlie's. We're fans of Candace's, and they were friends. And the things that don't make sense, I think so many of us are really just wanting for there to be some kind of logic to the whole thing. And I have asked Candace myself. I mean, I'm one person in all of America and maybe the world for that matter who has asked her to please, go ahead and go. Come to your place, whatever you need, so that those of us who by complete happenstance have turned out to be people who listen to both of your podcasts. Well, it doesn't make any sense. So
yeah, Gina, sorry, we're coming up on another little break before we welcome back radio here. So I really appreciate your heart, genuinely, and I hear, the sincere request for things that you think don't make sense. I will say a couple of things just before we have to go back to radio here. One is that's why, we're doing this this stream on the 15th. We want to address any of this stuff and let everybody know the truth, because much of it is very simple to rebut and to explain. And I would also say that, we want to be cognizant all the time, and we're aware of this. We're in a different situation because there is an ongoing investigation. There's a trial. We have to be more careful than other voices out there, what we say. And there's always the issue of tainting a potential jury pool that we're always very sensitive of.